Okay, so as I said, setup-wise was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Nothing really sort of major wrong with the setup. The problem was this hip was sort of sliding outwards, giving you that kind of steeper impression in the backswing. If we actually look at these two now, if I clear that, okay, now you see the top of the backswing. You probably won't see much of the hip movement, okay? But as you go back now, you can see your left arm now is more in line with your shoulders, but that's a little bit higher, okay? Not much, but you'll sit more in the downswing, okay? As you start coming down now, you can see if I go to this one here now, if I just unswing, that's at the same sort of height there. Look at the difference now in terms of your hands there to your head. There's a bit more kind of daylight between your neck and your shoulders, yeah? So you've got a little bit more gap here between that and your neck, where you're there and there, yeah?
Yeah.
Not massively.
No.
It doesn't need to be massive. We don't want your arms to be sort of way down here somewhere, okay? It's only got to go from kind of here, just drop it down a little bit, okay? And in some ways, any more of a change will feel so awkward anyway, but you missed the golf ball. So it's only going to be a slight change there. So that's going to shallow out your angle of attack there. As we then come back in the golf ball now, look at the difference in that shaft.
Yeah, one thing and not outside the ball. Yeah.
That shaft now is this side of the golf ball. Yeah. That shaft now is that's the golf ball. And that is just going to be coming across there and hitting that sort of shape. Weakens the shot off. Sends it going to be a lot higher, a lot softer, which if you want to play that shot, brilliant. But if you're trying to hit a normal wedge, 110, 120, and it's floating at 95, you're then going to try and whack it harder. If you put more speed into the swing, with a swing that's coming from this angle now, it will throw the club out even further this way. Then it will throw your weight on the back foot. You'll probably thin it, or maybe hink it, okay? The ball then picking off to the right, and you'll finish on the back foot going, oh, that's no bloody good.
Yeah.
Then when you felt you finished on this back foot and you finished the shot, you went, I need to get on my left side. The problem was how you tried to get on your left side was then tilting in the backswing too steep to go on your left side, which got your shoulders too steep and the hip to pop out. Yeah. And now you're in this position, where'd you go? You've either got to come straight down the golf ball, fat it, or then you sort of pop back out of the way, hence the slice and the cut, and you lose your balance onto the right hand side. Okay, so the through swing now as you go through, nice sort of swing. When you swing it well, your arms then... I mean, this follow-through on the right was decent anyway, but the club was wide open, so the ball kind of went out there to the right and missed on the right side of the green. Again, same good follow-through. When the arms finish down here and the club sort of wrapping low, that's your savvy follow-through, which probably comes from you trying to swing a little bit too far into out, trying to stop a slice. When you need to stop a slice. Get the club face square first by swinging on a better angle, because if you're steep, it's harder to square that club face up, yeah? When the club was coming down from a very vertical angle, the club was always always in there, yeah. And then think of it in terms like a sort of a forehand shot in tennis, yeah.
Yeah.
To create that kind of forehand spin or top spin sort of sensation, you would have to swing the racket from behind and lower to swing kind of through and higher. Yeah? If you're swinging steep and tilting, in no way you're going to get any sort of top spin or forehand shot. So you're just feeling a little bit more. That's the feeling you've been getting, yeah? Yeah. So you've got to feel your right hip, right shoulder in the backswing. That needs to be kind of moving around the corner more and not tilting. So your shoulder swing is going to be a little bit flatter. If we look at just these two movements here, that's kind of your shoulders there. And that's kind of your shoulders there. If I... that's your shoulder angle there. That's your shoulder angle there. So it's a little bit steeper on that right, just in that halfway back position. Look where your hands are relative to the hands are sort of over your right shoulder. There's a little bit sort of going nearer to your neck area. So that's more this way and this way. So you've created depth with your arms by turning better. If I go this way now, your arms can't get behind you. What we don't want to do is just pull your arms back behind you. Yeah. The arms go behind through a better rotation. So go back to what... your arms will follow where your body kind of goes, yeah? And as you said at the start, do I need to turn earlier or late? You just got to turn your shoulders... Exactly. If you turn your shoulders better, the arms kind of follow through into that position, as opposed to you trying to sort of position them with the goal swing itself. Okay, mate?